Can you tell me your name, your age, and who you are?
My name is Joseph Martin. I'm 44 years old, and I'm John Mel Martin's father. John Mel Martin's father. Yeah, that's who I
am. Where did you grow up?
Manhattan, New York.
What was it like growing up in Manhattan?
Back in the 70s, it was pretty rough. You know, you had to fight every day to keep your clothes and your sneakers and stuff. But besides that, it was pretty fun.
What was your earliest memory growing up?
My early memory growing up would have been Christmas time for me because I was the only child, so all the presents under the tree was mine.
And who are your parents?
Mary George and Jeffrey George.
And what were your parents like?
They was pretty cool. Worked every day. Real discipline-ish. Very strict. But I managed my way around it, you know, in the 70s and 80s. I was a little bit more faster than them, so. But they was cool, though. They got me anything I wanted, so God bless them.
And how long did you live in Manhattan?
Till I was about, let's say like 18. Then we moved to Staten Island. From Staten Island, I went back and forth to the Bronx, Manhattan, and back in Staten Island.
And what changed over the years? Over those years from going to Staten Island, Manhattan, to the Bronx?
I'm going to say, you know, I see the kids, they could wear Dre Beats and have $600 phones, and I know back in them days they couldn't have that. They would have had to have a good knuckle game. Couldn't just walk around with $300, $400 pair of sneakers on. You had to, you had to scrap for them. I know it's rough now, but then it was probably like 100 times more magnified than it is now. You know, so I look at the kids and I see them with their little Dre Beats, and I just wonder, like, would they have been able to hold that back in the days, But it's neither here nor there. That's what changed dramatically, Everybody got on brand new sneakers and $600 phones. When I was coming up, it was a few with that,
And what do you miss? What do you miss most about those days? How it used to be?
It was more fun. It was more fun. Cops was more laid back. You can go to a house party and have fun instead of it being a shootout and everything. Block parties was nice. There wasn't no fighting and stuff like that. I remember Spoonie G, Run DMC, Africa Bambaataa, all throwing jams, and we there, and it was just fun. Everybody had fun and went home. But now, every little thing they have, somebody gets shot.
And do you have any siblings?
Yes.
Who are they?
Jeffrey George and Sherry Martin.
And what was it like growing up with them?
Actually, it was fun because they was more like my kids. Because they was born when I was 17 years old, so it wasn't too much like. I looked at them as my brother and sister, but it's more like my kids because I had to change their diaper, make their formula, stuff like that. It put me in a lot of training for when I had you, so it was. I guess it was cool, I had fun with it.
And did you have a nickname growing up, and how did you get it?
Well, my first nickname my grandfather gave to me, it was called Wine Maker. because when somebody put down their beer, I used to go and pick it up.
And what did you like? Have any best friends, and what were they like?
My best friends, I could say I had one. His name was Dwayne Banks. I probably met him when I was like, say like 4 or 5. Then we like fell apart from each other, and I got like 14 or something like that. He was pretty cool. He had a brother and 2 older sisters, so it was like, they was like my big brothers and sisters. Me and him was like the same age, so I looked up to his brothers and sisters like my big brothers and sisters. So it was pretty cool. They was cool. Their parents was cool, and I just wish I could see him again, so give him a hug or something.
Did you enjoy school?
Yeah, I love to go to school. I got straight A's. I don't know why I didn't further my education. I think I didn't further my education because, I was too much, running the streets back then, 87, 88. Just, I was too much entangled in the streets. But I loved going to school.
And what did you do for fun?
Me and my friends, we had this game called Knockout.
How did that go?
Well, each night they'd pick somebody and you had to knock somebody out. And, it was fun then. I regret it, but, it was fun back then when we was kids.
Do you remember anybody from high school?
High school. I'm going to say, I went to L.D. Brandeis. It was a guy on Bill Cosby. I can't remember his name. He was in my 8th grade math class, I think it is. And I always seen him on TV, but I never saw him again. Like, I was in school with him every day, but after I saw him on Bill Cosby, like I never saw him on the street, not like that. I remember him the most in high school. I can't remember his name. He wore like a high top fade on Bill Cosby. Light skin, that kind of fat guy. Can't remember his name. But I know he was on the Bill Cosby show. I was like, wow, maybe I could have did that,
Mm-hmm. And are you still friends with anybody from like Brandeis or high school or that time?
No. I can't remember. I can't name a one I remember from high school.
What are your best memories from high school?
I'm gonna say
or around that time.
High school. I'm gonna say gambling in the mess hall, not the mess hall, the lunchroom. Yeah, it used to be a circle where I used to be rolling dice. Little fights after school. It was exciting, School was exciting.
Did you have a significant other around that time, or how did you meet her?
Yes. And her name was Danette Ferguson. We met through mutual friends. We didn't actually go to high school together, but she was my first girlfriend, and she's gone now, and I miss her. And let me see what I said.
If you don't mind me asking, have you ever been incarcerated, and why?
Yeah, I've been incarcerated before. Armed robbery in the first. It was stupid. I just did it for peer pressure, just to be down with the older guys and stuff. I ain't need the money, I just did it to be down. I regret it now.
What was your first day like
Yeah.
when you were incarcerated? How old were you, my bad?
How old was I? First time I was incarcerated was when I was 19. Yeah, 19. I was 19 years old, and I just looked at it as a way to, get my body right, my mind right, and I got my GED at that time because I didn't graduate high school. I went to the 11th and dropped out. Why? I don't know. Like I said, I got tangled with the streets, but I did get my GED up there and a bunch of trades that I use now. And it was miserable, I was away from my family for the first time. Who wasn't born yet, so that was a blessing. But being away from my family on the holidays and stuff like that, it sent me back. It hurt, So I try not to ever go again.
And what was your last day like? Like the first time you went?
The last day must be like Christmas. Oh man, I was so happy. Just to see my family and give them a hug and eat normal food. Oh, that was the best. That was the best day. That was the best day. It's the worst. It's worse. I had to go through it, but getting out of there, I was really, really happy. Wasn't like you being born, but shit, it's close to it. It was like I was being born again, Trying to not make no more mistakes.
Have you ever been incarcerated more than once? And if so, what were the factors that led to you being there again?
Yeah, I did go again. When after 9/11, I had bought 2 cars, a moped. I was doing my messenger thing, and if I had like 100 packages in a day, 60 of them went to the World Trade. So I bought a fancy car, I bought a fancy crib, and 'cause I was making like $1,500 a week doing the messenger thing, and after they knocked down the World Trade, I was making $200 a week, $150. I had to pay insurance, and my rent was due. So I started selling drugs. First I started dabbling in it here and there, and then I just said, after messenger work, I'm just gonna do this shit full time. And then they got me again. Now I ain't been back from then though.
How do you think being incarcerated changed you?
It changed me a lot. It showed me not to be doing the wrong things and obey the law. And it showed me how much my family really meant to me. And of course, you was born. I know it's hurting you. It just showed me, that I can't. This ain't for me. Life of crime ain't for me. I gotta work hard to get what I want. Nobody's gonna give you nothing. And if the money come too easy, it ain't no good. It's just as easy as it come, it's as fast as it go. Because I don't got one thing that I got from selling drugs, They took everything. So, except you. So, that's it.
How do you feel about the justice system?
I think it's a little racist. I think they pick on black people and the ghettos, and they're a little harsher on black people than they is on Caucasians. And I just think it's no laws for the black man. I think it's just less jobs and just more jails, and it's not fair. They should have like programs where a black man could get his own apartment. A black man could, survive. Just like if a woman got 3 kids, they give them apartments, food stamps, whatever the case may be. Should do the same thing for the black man. It's only New York don't do it. It's just you go Buffalo, Syracuse, a black man could go to welfare, get a voucher, get an apartment. They pay his gas and light until he's able to stand on his feet, on his own 2 feet, till he get a job. Not, be in the street or whatever the case may be, or maybe have to shoplift or sell drugs to get money, I just think, New York is just out of control with the laws against black men, and they don't got nothing to help us. It's just, put them in jail, that's the answer. Nah. Put them in jail and show them a trade and bring them home to a job, an apartment, because they got the resources, just don't want to do it,
Yeah. Do you think that New York City, like the government, has the same opinion as you?
They don't got my opinion because the government is mainly, white men. And then, you got white men controlling the justice system. They don't got the same feeling I got. They feeling they doing justice. They ain't doing justice. Why you can't walk through the car? This car is hot on the train and this other car is cooler and you hot. You walk through, they want to arrest you. Doesn't make no sense. They want to arrest you for for bull crap. You know what I mean? When they could just, give you a ticket or a warning, everything's and put them in jail, let them see the judge. They don't have the same outlook as I got because they not getting arrested. Police will pull a Caucasian over. Oh, sir, you was speeding. Just take this warning and slow down. Black man, step out the car. Come on, it's crazy, man. New York is crazy. That's why I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
What is like the happiest moment of your life?
Jamel Martin being born. That's too easy,
huh? What do you do for a living now?
I'm a waterproofer, and I work in kitchens. I like to cook. I could do carpentry, masonry, got a few trades, landscaping, horticulture, things of that nature. I like to work with my hands and be outside. I'm not like an office type of dude.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
This is gonna sound crazy. I wanted to be a scientist because that was my strongest subject.
If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Let me say, fun.
Who's the most important person in your life? Can you tell me about him or her?
I have 2?
Yeah, all right, 2.
I'm gonna tell you 2. You is number 1. 2, because your accomplishments is just overwhelms me, man. And I'm so proud of you, man. You just never do nothing wrong. You always make the right decisions, and you're doing your thing, man. I'm the proudest father in the world, man. I talk about you to everybody I know. They know about Jamel. They might not seen you, but they know who you are and what you do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna have to say Jeffrey George, my step pops. He wasn't even my real pops, but that's the only pops I knew. And he gave me morals and values, and, he just showed me the old school way, don't do this, don't do that. If it wasn't for him, you know what I mean, I probably would be in a worse predicament than I am, So you showed me a lot, and I'm proud of you.
What are the most important lessons you learned in life?
Be responsible and don't break the law. And just live your life to the fullest, 'cause you don't know when you're going to go. Just be happy. Don't let no evilness or hatred fill your heart. If you see something you don't like, forget it. It ain't your problem. If you see somebody got something better than you strive to do better than them. That's all. Don't hate on their car, or hate their jewelry, or hate their sneakers. Just you do better. Get better than what they got, or get the same thing. You know, don't let hatred and evilness fill your heart. You know, somebody ain't messing with you. It ain't no sense to be evil and mad and all that. You know, you don't want to say nothing to somebody, don't say it. You ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. You don't like the person, don't say nothing to them. That's it. That's how I roll.
What are you most proud of in your life?
I'm proud of just staying out here, living day to day, my health, you of course, and my health, man. Just eating right, you know. I be slow down drinking. But baby, that's it. I'm eating right, working out. You know what I mean? Just that's it. Just trying to stay happy.
If you could do anything now, what would you do and why?
Would do anything now. I would love to hit the lotto so I could go to Hawaii and drink my ties for 6 months or something.
Who are your favorite relatives?
My grandpops, my grandmoms, my moms, of course, my pops, you, Sherry. I would say Boot, but all he want to do is play video games all day. That's about it. Everybody, my auntie Robin, I love her too.
Do you remember any stories that they used to tell you?
About what I did?
No, just like any like funny stories or anything that like always sticks in your head.
Well, there's one story my mom's telling me. It was her and like 2 of her brothers. And he was in a gambling hole gambling, and they bust up in there, took all their money and their clothes, so they had to come home like practically naked. I think they had to get like plastic bags or something. Yeah, it was funny. It's old, so I think it happened like was I born? I think it's like 75, yeah. So it was way back there. She always telling me that story, so I remember that the most. And I always stay on my guard.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to talk about that we didn't get to?
I mean, you hear that? You hear everything on the news. We didn't get to. I can say, funny story growing up with no brothers and sisters, you know. Like I said, my brother and sister wasn't born, so I was 17, so I was practically an adult and out the house living with your moms at the time. And I remember coming up from like I said, you know, the 70s, 80s, it was real rough. So You know, I used to, I used to have like so-called little friends. They was my age. You know, I fight them, bing, 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 beat them up. They go get another brother. They go get another brother a little older. He a year older. I beat him up, bing, 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 bing. He go get another brother 2 years older than him. Beat him up, bing, bing, bing. Then it start getting to adults. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta get my mom's, man. And my mom's just to come out there with her little stick. It was actually funny because it happened a lot of times, more than once, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, ask my mom's down, man. She'll tell you, boy, I fought every day, every day, every day. Everybody had 5 or 6 brothers and sisters, except me. So that's what I remember the most when I was little, fighting every day. I guess that's why I'm a little mean now, you know? Yeah, it's so mean. I'm a little mean. I don't really got no friends. That's everything?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I try to be straight up. Nah, I try to be straight up with it, you know what I mean? Keep it real, you know what I mean? All right.
Keep it real, man.